architecture constantly evolves, reflecting cultural shifts, technological innovation, and aesthetic exploration. One of the most striking design movements emerging toward 2026 is the concept of Barnhouse Noir, a dark minimalist farmhouse that blends rustic heritage with bold contemporary elegance. Unlike traditional farmhouses that rely on white siding and nostalgic charm, Barnhouse Noir introduces dramatic tones, refined materials, and sculptural forms. It celebrates contrast, shadow, and texture while maintaining the warmth and practicality of rural architecture. This style represents a new era where simplicity meets mystery, proving that farm-inspired living can feel both timeless and strikingly modern. To appreciate Barnhouse Noir, it's important to understand the roots of the classic barnhouse design. Traditional barns were built with simple rectangular forms, steep gable roofs, and large open interiors designed for functionality. Over time, architects began transforming these utilitarian structures into residential spaces. The barnhouse style preserved the iconic silhouette while introducing comfortable living areas. Barnhouse Noir honors that heritage, but reinterprets it through modern minimalism. Instead of decorative elements, the architecture focuses on proportion, geometry, and material honesty, ensuring the design remains grounded in rural tradition while embracing contemporary sophistication. One defining feature of Barnhouse Noir is its dramatic, dark exterior palette. Charcoal, matte black, deep graphite, and burnt timber finishes create a striking visual presence against natural landscapes. Dark architecture emphasizes shadow and depth, highlighting the buildings far more clearly than lighter tones. When sunlight hits these surfaces, subtle variations in texture become visible, giving the structure a sculptural quality. Rather than feeling heavy, these dark facades often appear elegant and modern. They frame the surrounding greenery, sky, and natural terrain, turning the house into a powerful visual centerpiece. minimalism plays a crucial role in shaping the Barnhouse Noir aesthetic. The philosophy focuses on reducing unnecessary elements and allowing architecture to speak through form, material, and light. Clean lines, uncluttered facades, and restrained color palettes create a calm, balanced visual experience. In Barnhouse Noir, minimalism ensures that the bold, dark palette doesn't overwhelm the design. Instead, it highlights the beauty of simplicity. Every window placement, structural beam, and material transition is carefully considered, creating a harmonious relationship between modern precision and the rustic spirit of the original barn. The roofline is often the most recognizable feature of barn-inspired architecture. Barnhouse Noir embraces steep gable roofs, but refines them into sleek, sculptural silhouettes. These roofs often extend dramatically, creating deep overhangs that enhance shadow and protect outdoor spaces. Some designs incorporate asymmetrical gables or multiple connected volumes, adding visual interest while maintaining the simplicity of the barn form. The result is a structure that feels both familiar and futuristic. The bold roofline becomes a defining architectural statement, visible from afar and deeply connected to the surrounding rural landscape. Despite its modern appearance, Barnhouse Noir relies heavily on natural materials to maintain warmth and authenticity. Wood cladding, charred timber, stone foundations, and steel accents work together to create rich textures. Dark stained wood often becomes the primary exterior surface, giving the house a moody yet organic presence. Inside, materials like oak floors, exposed beams, and concrete walls create a balanced contrast between rustic comfort and modern refinement. These materials age beautifully over time, ensuring the house evolves with its environment rather than feeling static or artificial. Light is a key design element in Barnhouse Noir architecture. Large floor-to-ceiling windows punctuate the dark facade, allowing natural light to flood the interior spaces. During the day, sunlight creates striking contrasts between shadow and brightness, enhancing the minimalist atmosphere. At night, the interior glow turns the house into a luminous lantern within the landscape. Strategically placed windows also frame views of nature, connecting the residents to their surroundings. This careful orchestration of light ensures the dark exterior never feels oppressive, but instead enhances spatial depth and visual drama. Traditional barns were known for their vast, open interiors, and Barnhouse Noir continues that spatial tradition. The interior layout often features large, open-plan living areas with double-height ceilings and exposed structural elements. These spaces feel expansive yet cozy, thanks to warm materials and carefully designed lighting. Kitchens, dining areas, and living rooms flow seamlessly together, creating a social and flexible environment. The openness also allows natural light to travel throughout the house, reinforcing the minimalist aesthetic while preserving the sense of freedom associated with classic barn structures. Inside a Barnhouse Noir home, the color palette often mirrors the dark exterior theme. Shades of charcoal, warm gray, matte black, and natural would dominate the interior design. Rather than feeling gloomy, this monochrome approach creates a sophisticated and calming atmosphere. Designers often balance dark walls with lighter flooring or natural textures to maintain visual harmony. Soft lighting, warm textiles, and carefully selected furniture introduce subtle contrast. The result is an interior that feels modern, intimate, and quietly luxurious, reflecting the refined elegance of contemporary farmhouse living. Beyond aesthetics, Barnhouse Noir also prioritizes functionality. Modern families require spaces that are adaptable and practical. Mudrooms, open kitchens, integrated storage, and flexible living areas are essential features in these homes. Many designs include multifunctional spaces that can serve as work studios, guest rooms, or hobby areas. This practical approach echoes the utilitarian origins of barns, where every element served a purpose. By combining functional planning with minimalist design, Barnhouse Noir proves that beauty and practicality can coexist seamlessly. Another important aspect of Barnhouse Noir design is its strong connection to outdoor living. Large sliding glass doors open onto patios, terraces, or covered decks, extending the interior living space into nature. Outdoor fireplaces, minimalist gardens, and wooden terraces encourage relaxation and social gatherings. The dark architecture often contrasts beautifully with greenery, fields, or forest surroundings. This connection with nature reinforces the farmhouse heritage, reminding residents that the home is not separate from the landscape, but rather an integral part of it. As architecture moves toward 2026, sustainability becomes increasingly important. Barnhouse Noir homes often incorporate energy-efficient design strategies, such as passive solar orientation, high-performance insulation, and natural ventilation. Dark exteriors can even contribute to thermal efficiency in certain climates by absorbing heat. Many projects also integrate solar panels, green roofs, and rainwater harvesting systems. These features ensure the house is not only visually striking, but also environmentally responsible. Sustainable design aligns perfectly with the rural inspiration behind barnhouses, promoting a harmonious relationship between architecture and nature. contrast between dark and light, modern and rustic, simplicity and depth. Architects often emphasize this contrast through materials and spatial transitions. For example, a dark exterior may lead into a bright interior filled with natural light. Rough textures such as stone or reclaimed wood may be paired with smooth concrete or steel. This interplay keeps the design visually engaging while maintaining its minimalist identity. Contrast becomes a storytelling tool, guiding occupants through a sequence of spaces that feel both dynamic and balanced. Interior styling within Barnhouse Noir architecture tends to follow the same minimalist philosophy as the building itself. Furniture pieces are often sculptural yet simple, with clean lines and natural materials like leather, wood, and metal. Designers avoid excessive decoration, instead choosing a few statement pieces that enhance the architectural atmosphere. Soft textiles, neutral rugs, and warm lighting help soften the darker palette. This thoughtful approach ensures that the interior remains calm and cohesive, allowing the architecture and natural surroundings to remain the true focal points. Many Barnhouse Noir designs are influenced by Scandinavian and Japanese architectural philosophies. Both traditions emphasize simplicity, natural materials, and harmony with the environment. Scandinavian design contributes warmth, practicality, and light-filled interiors, while Japanese aesthetics introduce balance, quiet elegance, and spatial clarity. Together, these influences create a refined, minimalist language that complements the bold, dark exterior. The result is a farmhouse that feels global in inspiration, yet deeply connected to nature and rural living. Lighting design plays a crucial role in shaping the mood of a Barnhouse Noir home. During the evening, carefully placed interior lighting highlights textures, beams, and architectural details. Pendant lights, recessed lighting, and subtle LED accents create layers of illumination. Exterior lighting often emphasizes the building's silhouette, casting dramatic shadows across the dark facade. This thoughtful use of lighting transforms the house at night, turning it into a glowing architectural sculpture that feels both inviting and mysterious. Dark architecture often evokes strong emotional responses, and Barnhouse Noir is no exception. The deep tones and minimalist forms create a sense of calm, introspection, and sophistication. Rather than overwhelming the senses, the design encourages quiet appreciation of space, light, and texture. Many homeowners describe living in such spaces as grounding and peaceful. The contrast between dark exteriors and warm interiors also creates a sense of refuge, an intimate sanctuary within the vast openness of the countryside. As lifestyles evolve, people increasingly seek homes that balance beauty, sustainability, and emotional comfort. Barnhouse Noir addresses these needs perfectly. Its minimalist design reduces visual clutter, while natural materials bring warmth and authenticity. Energy-efficient strategies support sustainable living, and the connection to nature promotes well-being. In many ways, this style reflects a broader cultural shift towards simplicity and mindfulness. By blending traditional farmhouse inspiration with bold modern aesthetics, Barnhouse Noir captures the spirit of architecture moving into the future. Architects and designers, Barnhouse Noir offers a rich source of creative inspiration. The style encourages experimentation with dark palettes, geometric forms, and material contrasts. For homeowners, it demonstrates that farmhouse living can feel sophisticated without losing its rustic roots. Whether located in a rural field, forest clearing, or countryside hillside, a Barnhouse Noir home stands as a powerful architectural statement. It invites both professionals and enthusiasts to rethink what modern farmhouse design can become. Barnhouse Noir represents more than just a design trend. It is a thoughtful reinterpretation of rural architecture for the modern era. By combining minimalist principles, dramatic dark palettes, and natural materials, this style transforms the humble barnhouse into a refined architectural masterpiece. It respects tradition while embracing innovation, creating homes that feel both grounded and forward-thinking. As we approach 2026, Barnhouse Noir reminds us that the most compelling architecture often emerges from the balance between simplicity, nature, and bold creative vision.